How dare they? And then,
Okay.
without knowing anything about any of the people, like they're all nice people, and I like them all.
Yeah.
Love you all. Anyway, spawning in the top right position, in the blue, representing Team Unrivaled, it is Monk.
And then in the bottom left, we have in the red Ninkazi. Sometimes spelled Ninkazi with an S, like 3 years ago.
Ooh.
And now we're talking like, man, the in-depth knowledge of TVT. What I'm learning right now, like if you're talking about like ZVZ, whatever, I can tell you a lot about gas timings and a bunch of other stuff. But it's interesting, like, to learn about this. Like, I don't know what the timings are, but Monk is just kind of showcasing his skill. He's like, yeah, I looked at your base once, and I read you like you were a book that was talking. You weren't even a book. You were a book that was talking. You were an ebook.
Like, man, yeah, it's crazy how much game knowledge these guys are displaying here.
Ninkazi tried to juke out of the way of that worker and didn't. Okay.
All right.
Ninkazi, are you
Monk
in
totally knows this. Monk totally knows this is here, right? Like,
he saw
he knows it got in.
Yeah. What are you doing, Ninkazi? What was that?
No, he has 400 minerals. Let's see that proxy planetary. I'm ready for it.
I dealt with that. I almost lost to that in gold on Whirlwind.
I hated that.
I wish I was kidding. And then they built factories. Okay, that's a dead worker. Poor Ninkazi. No, so they built factories and built tanks and built a proxy planetary in my main on Whirlwind. You know, I eventually beat it, but because I got out a single Mutalisk and it died. But it was the weirdest thing. Like he built the factory and the CC outside, then floated them both in. And I was gold, so I'm not checking the edge of my bases on Whirlwind that has that massive thing. I don't know to do that.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, what? I wish I still had the replay.
Yeah, I have a game from when I was silver that I had like destroyed his army. I was like, yes, I'm gonna win this game, awesome.
Boom.
And then I realized he had proxy carriers, and he had like 20 of them, and I just lost.
I remember proxy carrier, but generally I have many hydras, and I just
Yeah.
So we have this.
Yeah.
We have this Reaper trying to do damage. It's like it's bruising some Marines, but that's about it.
Yeah,
And Monk is up to his own shenanigans, as is Ninkazi. Now we're gonna have a tank drop. We're not gonna have Banshees.
Yeah.
And
Ninkazi,
Monk's like, oh, you know what?
Viking actually.
Well, a Viking into tank drop. I would assume.
Yeah, that's what I would expect. But like Ninkazi has shown that he's not scared to mix it up a little.
I mean, this is true, yes. But he's still showing no inclination. Okay, that's a dead Reaper.
Yeah, that Reaper.
He's still showing no inclination to take a natural, and he's gonna push out with this. And
he's actually making another Viking as well. Not even following up with a meta pack.
This is smart. So he's getting these Vikings. He's going to establish air control, and he's just going to siege his tank at the bottom of the ramp and just start sieging up Monk. Now, I don't know how well this is going to work. I don't think it will, do too much damage. But tanks are powerful all game, but especially early game. And that is a dead Marine.
Yeah, I think I definitely like the Cyclone from Monk here. Immediately locking onto that Viking.
So let's see. Cyclones have range. What's the range on a Cyclone?
5. Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
No. Okay. So no.
I
think a Cyclone lock on outranges a tank, but just barely. I'm not sure though.
I think it has to come into range to lock on though, right?
Yeah. Well, it has to vision. I think. Okay.
Yeah.
So Monk now has a tank.
Oh.
Boom.
Okay.
Well,
Monk's gonna lose his tank though.
But it doesn't matter because Ninkazi's tank's down now.
Yeah,
and Ninkazi is up 2 workers. And that second tank's now dead. And
cleaned up.
Well done by Monk. Sure, he lost 7 workers, but that was a scary push.
Yeah, that was really good.
he still has that Cyclone, which should help in defense later. So he has 2
Yeah.
bases up. He's mining 300 minerals a minute more. We have a Ninkazi's not giving up. I think he has another tank across the map. I don't know whether that's a misrally or not. As other
It seems
stuff,
like
okay. So
he might just be trying to do some light pressure here. Just like, hey, I still have stuff. Be scared of me. But I don't see
and
this
Monk's
doing
like,
anything.
yeah, Monk is still in the kind of ebook phase, right?
Yeah.
He's like, okay, so this tank's gonna go down.
He might lose the Cyclone though, which is kind
He
of a
lost
big
the
deal,
Cyclone, but
but
that Cyclone paid for itself. Are you kidding?
Oh yeah, no, that Viking, like that Cyclone had tenure at that point. Like he was done. But so yeah, like Ninkazi's getting his natural up, and yeah, he's building a third now as well.
In typical Ninkazi fashion, he's like, okay, I'm going to expand faster than you because I expanded slower than you earlier. In the meantime, we have the third coming up from Monk as well, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And Ninkazi's going to get his stim on the way shortly. He's swapping barracks and factory. And what I find interesting, Ninkazi tried to establish air control, right? That was the point of the early Vikings. And because of repair and because of Cyclone, it is now Monk who has the air control just as a result of defending that. So I like the idea of Ninkazi's attack, but in the end, I just think Monk, it's the whole ebook thing, right? Like just Monk just knows him too well. Although, I mean, we'll see when we get late game. I really want to see Ninkazi just do a stand, like mirror Monk's build and see where they go from there, because I think I think that gives him a much better chance to win.
Yeah, having talked to a few people, a lot of them have said, people who have played Monk and are at Monk's level, a lot of people have said that like the way to beat Monk is to kind of play like Monk, but mix it up a little bit. And I think that's what Ninkazi's been trying to do. It's just like it's not quite clicking. It's not meshing. Like
play like Monk, but better is what I'm hearing you say.
Pretty much that. You just like, because Monk is very good at playing standard and holding pretty much anything, so long as it's not ridiculously weird.
As long as you're not the Terran Haas.
Yeah.
Although apparently Haas is playing macro now, which is like
what? Weird. That's not okay.
Okay, so this is
that's dropping right in the range of a tank. Nice micro. The back one sieges. Oh, does lose the first tank.
Okay, so
11 workers are killed right here.
And he's going to be able to boost out, I think. Okay, there we go.
Wow.
So if Monk had a worker lead now, okay, that is a cheeky Marine. To quote Rotterdam, just cheeky.
Ninkazi running away.
He forced a lift? He forced a lift?
Wow.
The one Marine forced a lift?
He needs a raise.
That Marine is... Oh, man, that Marine deserves a raise.
And he lives.
That is...
Doing his duty to his country, man.
Man, to quote Mr. Bitters, that is Billy the Marine.
Yeah.
Like, that is... Oh, man. That guy, he's earned, like, the silver. He's earned the Medal of Courage. Medal of Honor.
So,
but, okay,
we see Monk getting his +1/+1.
Honestly, I'm going to give Ninkazi the benefit of the doubt, and he's just pulling back because he doesn't think he can hold both locations, not because that one Marine forced a lift.
Yeah, no,
That's what I'm
would
going to
absolutely agree.
But we're gonna blame it on that Marine because it's that Marine. Anyway, so by the time this drop hits from Ninkazi, and that's it's 4 medevacs, 3 tanks. By the time this drop hits, Stim is going to be done for Monk, right? Which means that one of Ninkazi's big kind of army advantages is gone. 1-1's not going to be there. So it is going to be there. It is going to be that. And Monk, okay.
Actually, these Marines are moving out.
This can get weird. Does the Viking sees? So I'm hoping Monk moves back, please. Monk, go back. Okay. This is going to be weird. I think this is one of those games Ninkazi wins.
Yeah.
If you remember
Monk
the
turns
one
back
game
now.
It's too
He's
late.
gonna lose this. He's gonna lose the CC. And the army has to push into Ninkazi's position.
So, if you remember the one game that Ninkazi won in the first series, was when he turned into this weird base pad. Now, this time, Monk hasn't made the same mistake he made last time, where he didn't turn back. but still, he's now up 7 workers. He's now up a base. He's down upgrade. Okay, this. Oh, he got the full one. That is massive. Okay, so Monk needs to counterattack, right? He needs to clear out this tank. I want him to clear out this tank, and then he needs to counterattack right now. He's up in upgrades and he's up in army. But he is down economically, right? Like, he needs to find some way to equalize this to make use of the advantage he had early, and then counterattack. I think that is his way, like his only way to, unless aside from taking this game super late. I think that's what he needs to do, and he's moving out, so he's going to go do that. On the ground, Ninkazi. Okay, they have equal number. Okay, equal number of Marines, which means Monks wins out heavily as he has 1/1 upgrades, and then Monk has 7 tanks to Ninkazi's 2. And also more medevacs. So, Monk not only has the better army supply, he has the better army, which means that he might be able to push in here and equalize.
The longer he waits, though, right? Like, better army, better upgrades, more of the army.
Yeah. Although that is okay, so he's going to push in, and
he baked pretty well, but upgrades, man.
This is a forfeit. So this is what he needed. So that's a forfeit fourth. That fourth is going to get canceled. Okay. Tanks are now in a good sieged up position. Mules are going to go down. Tanks are sieged up, and that was a fantastic move from Ninkazi. But his problem was he wasn't really in a good defensive position, and he's super down now. So I think Monk actually he needs to split. He needs to split or drop on top of these tanks. He's not going to be able to run up and kill them. But he's now up 50 army supply, and so workers are getting pulled. Tanks are getting pulled, but the advantage that Ninkazi had in workers is now going the other way of Monk. This is a crazy game. So, does he have... okay, he has a CC mining again in his natural. Is it an orbital? It is not an orbital yet. The CC's not mining yet. It just started.
Yeah. Right. Ninkazi's mineral income right now is 100... Okay, now it's going up.
He's now locked out of his third, though. Like, he's in a much worse spot than Monk was a minute ago. As he doesn't manage to kill a lot of Monk's army on the way while defending it, so he's going to try to go for a drop. I think Monk's barely missed that. Yeah, but he has Viking, and
I think it might fly over these Marines anyway. No, not quite.
No, it's not.
Oh, well, it turns.
Nope. Well then, okay. I thought that was going to be dead. But it's not. Okay. So now we have... Okay, right now we have... What was that? 6 tanks to the 3. Okay, that was big. We have 6 tanks to the 3 and 10 more Marines. So this is a very entrenched position, and at this point... Oh, okay. Monk, your timing was off. That's a shame.
Man.
So at this point, he's locked out of the 3rd. The income is so much... He's 30... Monk is 30 army supply up. This drop's not going to get in. Oh, man, that almost killed it. It's now down, medevac is about 10 health. And I like this, actually. So, a couple of SCVs are going in to go repair Monk's army. And now Monk is going to try to catch this. Monk's going to catch the drop in the upper right.
I like Ninkazi floating out this base here. Getting these mules. Getting a bit of income. I'm not sure how big of a difference it's going to make. But it's a nice play nonetheless.
Dropping the SCVs out. I like that a lot.
Oh, wow,
Okay, so he's going to drop right now. He's going to drop on top of him right now. So this is the fight to end this game, right? So army supply is still even.
Ninkazi has to get on these tanks if he wants any hope of winning this fight.
Not going to happen. 3 tanks are still up, and Monk has won this game.
He can load up and drop on him right now.
Well, okay, so he needs to pick up these tanks. Okay. These tanks are fine.
Wow. Yeah.
SCVs are there. And Ninkazi has 1346 a month.
And
this is
and 6 of them aren't working.
Okay. Monk, don't do that. That's not good. You really shouldn't do that. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter that much, but still, that's 3 medevacs. That's not good. So the manor scans are coming in. But I think Monk thinks he's in Monk's in a fantastic position, but Monk thinks he's in a slightly better position than he is, as he thinks Ninkazi's not mining. I mean, granted,
he cleans up the army.
It's over, right? Okay, Ninkazi, okay.
little bit of memeage coming down.